Hello, all my lovely Libra friends. This is Maxine Taylor, America's first licensed astrologer, and I have a lovely forecast for you for November. Before I jump in, I just want to mention that some of you have asked me to mentor you so that you can study astrology with me. I am happy to say that I still have a few slots left in my mentoring program. It's a very different program. It's one-on-one. You get me for a full hour online once a week. And you can contact me anytime during the week. This is what I consider to be the true mentoring. So if you are interested, go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. If it feels good to you, send me an email or give me a call. I would love to talk with you. Okay, Libra. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. First of all, I want to remind you, all of you, all the Librans out there, I'm reminding everybody that Mercury is still in the shadow of the retrograde until November 2nd. And that's why we have had days when we could swear that Mercury was still retrograde. It's not retrograde, but it is in the shadow. So keep that in mind. Now, on the 18th of November, Venus is going to enter the shadow of the retrograde. The shadow occurs both before the retrograde and afterwards. It's kind of an announcement and then a second chance to tie up the loose ends that you didn't when the planet was retrograde. So from the 2nd of November till the 18th of November, you have a window of opportunity where you can start new projects safely without them crashing and burning. Okay, I love this. All right, now let's look at your beautiful forecast. Let's start with Mercury, the blue planet. It is what we think about and talk about. It's the communicator of the zodiac. And so here it is. It's been in your first house, and you have probably thought more about yourself and talked more about yourself than you have in a long time, in a year probably. This is great because whatever you think about, you can put into action. Now, Mercury moves into your second house of money on the 5th. If you think about money, it grows. And so you're coming up with all kinds of new ideas on how to create money. Go for it. It's fabulous. And then on the 24th, Mercury moves into the 3rd house where it is really thinking, really talking, because it's at home in the 3rd house. So there's a lot of communication, actually starting with yourself, thinking about yourself, about your money, about your ideas. This is a wonderful time to do things your way. Now, the sun, the giver of life, the center of our solar system, is the yellow planet. And it has been sitting in your second house of money, giving life to your income. On the 24th, it's going to move into your 3rd house. And so that's the house of communication. So I am suggesting that if you're thinking of writing a book or a podcast, if you're thinking of doing a movie, do it, do it, do it. Yes, don't just talk about it. I hesitate to encourage you to talk about your idea or ideas because, number one, somebody else could shoot you down and talk you out of it. And then number two, take your idea and run with it. You don't want to use up the energy behind the idea, the energy that created the idea in the first place, by talking about it. I don't know how you can help but talk about it with Mercury in the third, though. So if you do, so be it. All right. So the sun, the giver of life, is in that second house of money, creating money. And then on the 24th, the sun moves into the third house 3 days before Mercury does, and you are just filled with wonderful ideas. Now, Mars is the red planet, and this is what we fight with and fight for. I have found that with Mars in the second house, you create a money flow very beautifully. You get it and spend it, and get it and spend it. But it's flowing because you'll fight with and fight for wherever Mars is. It's in your second house of money. There may be also a possession that you want to hang on to that somebody in your family wants. They're not getting it. Nope, it's yours. But you'll fight for it. I love it. Now, Venus is the pink planet. It is love and money and beauty. And it has been in your third house. And so you've been thinking loving thoughts about everybody. On the 5th, it moves into your fourth house, and you're loving your home. You're loving being with your family. This is a time of decorating and beautifying the home because Venus is beauty, as well as love, as well as money, as well as all the good stuff in life. And so by the time Thanksgiving rolls around, you're just so happy. And wherever you spend it, it will be home. All right. Now let's talk about the new moon and the full moon. All right. The new moon is when things start moving forward. Until that time, everything's for about 2 to 3 days before the new moon, everything is on hold. On the new moon, things start moving forward. And in your case, it's in the second house of money. Oh, this is glorious. The new moon will be in 12 Scorpio 40. Find that in your birth chart because you want to see how it complements this beautiful second house placement. 2 weeks later, we have a full moon. But it's not just a full moon, it's a lunar eclipse. And we feel the effects of an eclipse at least a week before it occurs, probably 2 weeks easily. And an eclipse, instead of lasting 2 weeks, will last 5 or 6 months until the next pair of eclipses come along. And they are at their strongest 3 to 4 months after they occur. So, this is awesome. It's in your 8th house of transformation, in your 8th house of other people's money, and it's in 27 Taurus. This occurs on November 19th, and things come to a head if you have been waiting for a stock dividend, if you have been waiting for other people's money to come through. This is the time that it very easily can. I mean, of course. Also, the fact that it's an eclipse adds power to it. This is also the house of transformation. And so you can help other people transform their own belief system while you're transforming yours. So we've got your money, other people's money. Make it a marvelous money month. And join me next month when, once again, I take a look at your forecast. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now, Libra.